Alright, before we get started, first off, my last video was in February 26th. So I am sorry that that I've been fucking not making videos for the past, like, let me think, 2 months? About 2 months. Almost 2 months. In 6 days it'll be 2 months. I don't know what the fuck was up. I just felt like playing video games, not really doing anything. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I kind of moved a little bit further away from my mic, because normally when I'm this close, it like has some weird audio defects. Like, I hear like whistling when I'm this close. Like, I guarantee that you guys just heard like a weird whistling. I'm pretty sure that's because of the pop filter, but yeah. So I'm just gonna stay about this far away from my mic. But anyways, first off, you guys are seeing gameplay of the new zombie map, Zetsubos, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it how I think it is. Zetsubo no Shima is, I'm pretty sure how you pronounce that. I'm not sure though. Like, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure, No, but actually, fuck. Anyways, the map is actually pretty fun, but yeah, it's pretty green. Get it? Because, never mind. So obviously by the title and the thumbnail, I'm telling the story the first time I ever smoked weed, the sacred skunk, the ganja, the green goddess. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head. But anyways, so let's just kick it off with, there was me, 3 other guys. We're gonna call one no name. Like, it actually started off with more guys, but they weren't the guys that we were smoking weed with. We're gonna call one no name. We're gonna call another one, because the no name one actually went home, and he's not really as important. He just smoked some and went home. Anyways, there's no name. We'll call the other one, we'll call him Brad. Yeah, for some reason, just Brad. And then the other one, Rick, okay? Now, I think I've used Rick before, or Richard, or I can't remember what I used, but we're gonna call the other one Rick. Alright, so, it was Brad that brought the weed. Apparently it was Kush because it had like orange hairs or some shit on it. I don't know. But we actually smoked weed twice this day. First, as soon as we got out of school, it was on a Friday. It was an early out, so yeah. As soon as we got out, me and Rick went to the dollar store, and I bought some Arizona tea, just normal Arizona, because if you guys like watch Xcode, he said the peach is awesome. But the only Arizona that they sell at the dollar store, or anywhere else, I'm guessing, around here, because I've even looked in fucking Walmart. Anyways, all I could find was the normal sweet tea and then half and half. And I just always get the normal sweet tea because it tastes just fine. It's pretty chill. So, I got some Arizona. Rick got some Arizona juice stuff. It's weird. If you guys ever find it, get the watermelon kind. It's good. The other one just tastes like fucking orange juice. But anyways, so we got some Arizona. We go down to the park, to this one little spot that we used to smoke cigarettes, vape, and we smoked weed there. But anyways, we go down there, and the dude, Brad, he's the one that I believe I said this earlier. He brought the weed, and he had like this weird little miniature bong. It was more of a water pipe than a bong. Like, they call bongs water pipes, but it was more like a water pipe because it was small. And I seen how to make it with a can, but he just used the same stuff and put it on like either a really bigger e-juice bottle or it looked like it was a medicine cup or some shit like that. But anyways, like, the little yellow medicine bottles, that's what I'm talking about. But anyways, he filled it up with creek water, and Rick didn't even know that it was creek water, which that was cool. You know, we aren't fucking drinking the water, so what the fuck? Why would I care? Anyways, let's see. I'm just gonna skip some parts because those parts aren't that important. We just left and then we found them again because they had to go fix the pipe, or water pipe. It doesn't. I'm just gonna call it a mini bong, okay? They went and fixed the mini bong. Then we came back. We all met each other back. This time it was me, Rick, Brad, and No Name. Then we light it up. We pack it. We light it. Pass it around. And I asked him. I was like, so how long is it gonna take for this stuff to kick in? He was like, couple minutes. But as soon as we're done smoking, as soon as we finish all of it, Brad and No Name leave. No Name went to his house, and Brad just walked him there because No Name just didn't feel like walking alone. So me and Rick, we stayed at the park, in the spot, and then Rick, I guess, just called his grandma. But keep in mind, I didn't eat all day, so I'm pretty sure my blood pressure was low or something, because right when it kicked in, guys, I fucking like passed out for like a minute. I swear to fucking God, it felt like I could hear everything around me, but it felt like I was just staring at blackness, just freaking darkness. And then when I came back to it, when I was aware of what was happening, I was more conscious. I'm pretty sure I just went unconscious or something. But anyways, Rick's sitting there talking to his grandma, and yeah, then it really hit me. It like fucking hit me in the face. It fucking raped my brain as soon as it hit, as soon as it kicked in, and it's such of a hard feeling to describe. But anyways, it was kind of like a dizzy feeling, but I wasn't dizzy. I wasn't like stumbling. It just fucking weird. And when I lifted my arms up, they felt heavier. It was fucking, I don't even know. But so yeah, like, we walked out of the spot because it's to where no one can see you, and then Rick's grandma drives up because Rick lives with his grandma, and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but anyways, for some reason I just lost my train of thought. We get in the car and we're driving, and I feel like driving made that sort of dizziness feeling go away. But anyways, while we were driving, his grandma is like, "Hey Nick, how are you doing?" And I was just like, pretty good. What about you?" And it was just so funny. And she was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then when we get to the house, we get out. She drives back to the casino or wherever she was. And when we walk in, Rick is like, "Oh, nice job, by the way, acting totally normal in the car." And by now, the weird dizzy feeling was gone. But, you know, that shit was pretty fun. Alright, sorry, I had to edit something out. But, oh yeah, guys, sorry we might run out of gameplay, but we're sitting there, and then Rick tells me, he's like, I think he was like, "Dude, we got cold pizza in the fridge." And seeing as how I didn't eat yet, like, from morning all the way through school up until now, I haven't ate. And I run in there, and I didn't feel like getting just fucking pizza, heating it up, and then eating it. So what did I do? I just grabbed a shit ton of pizza, like a bunch of slices, and walked to his room and ate them with the bag of chips. Not only had I not eaten, but the munchies were starting to kick in, and I was fucking hungry, guys. I swear to God, I gained like fucking 10 pounds from that one night, just in that single spot. And how I knew that I knew it was the munchies also, because later we went back to the park, and Brad shows up, and he had a whole nother huge ass nug. So, what does Rick do? Rick gets his grandpa to come down and give him $10. By the way, guys, Rick's grandpa doesn't know that we did this. None. He thinks that we went in, we were gonna go and buy drinks and shit. Oh, guys, we're running out of gameplay. Sorry. Anyways, we're sitting there, or no, after we get the money, we gave it to him, but at first he took this huge ass nug and split it in half. It seemed like it was a little bit over a dime, but he just gave it to Rick, and Rick had to hold it in his hands. He literally had to hold it crunched up in his hands. It wasn't fully crunched up, but it was still a little crunched up. So, yeah, he literally sat in his grandpa's car in the front seat with this fucking weed. It was pretty dank. It definitely had a skunk smell to it. He was sitting there with it in his hands, and then we get to his house, and he has like this homemade pipe-ish thing that he made with tinfoil and a water bottle. So we go outside, we light that shit up, we smoke some of it, and what else did we do? We also took some cigarettes out, pulled out some of the tobacco, and put in some of the weed for later, and ripped off the filters. And then, anyways, that's not really that important. So when we walked back in after sitting there and smoking weed, luckily we threw out the pipe because we thought that it didn't really work that well, which it actually did. Rick thought that he fucking melted tinfoil or something, because when I lit it, it's like he wasn't getting that much smoke when he was trying to light it by himself, so when I lit it, it fucking engulfed it, a bunch of it, and filled that bottle with smoke. And he was sitting there coughing. Anyways, we throw out the bottle, don't have any weed left with, like, on us. We go back into Rick's house because he lives by some train tracks, so we just went out into the ditch by the train tracks. We walk back into Rick's house, and his dad's sitting there. And he's like, "Where were you guys?" And we were just like, "Oh, out in the backyard." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, no leaving." Because basically, Rick, his dad caught him doing something. It wasn't smoking weed, wasn't smoking cigarettes, it was just something gnarly. And, anyways, so how I knew that the munchies kicked in earlier was because as soon as we got into his room, oh, yeah, by the way, it kicked in right when I walked through their front door. And I went into their kitchen. His dad said, I just went and bought some more pizza. It's in the fridge. It's a little cold. You might need to heat it up in the microwave. I walk over to the fridge, and I went to pull out this pizza box, and I started feeling that feeling again. And I was like, oh no. Fuck this shit, dude. And I just put the pizza box back, went into Rick's room, and he has this, like, freaking chair. This, like, trying to think of what it's called. A rocking chair. I don't know why I couldn't think of fucking that word. But anyways, I'm sitting here, like, rocking, and then I'd, like, rock rapidly, and then jump up. And then throw my body back down in the chair. Do the same thing over and over. I did it, like, 5 times. And I finally quit. And then when the feeling started fading away, I went in, grabbed some pizza, started feeling hungry again. I fucking ate that pizza. It was pretty funny. And then the next morning, as soon as, like, we were planning on walking around at 1 in the morning around town. By the way, got another story coming that just happened a couple nights ago. Expect that pretty soon. It was pretty funny. Anyways, we slept, even if, and his alarm was on silent because he had just gotten a new phone. So, yeah. That's why we didn't wake up. But we probably would have just slept through it anyways. But when we woke up, Rick was like, "Hey, want to go do a wake and bake?" And we didn't really have enough weed to get super blazed, but we still grabbed the cigarette thing that I told you guys about, and we walked outside. We smoked that shit. We didn't really I didn't feel anything, but then again, I was walking on train tracks for quite a while, so I think I was feeling a little high, but I just wasn't really aware of it that well. I don't know. But yeah, that was the fun little story today. Sorry it took so long. Sorry I didn't have any gameplay for the last however long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Peace.